Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be answering the top 23 frequently asked questions from my international students. Kia ora guys, my name is Jinny and I'm an international student navigator. I'm the co-founder and educational consultant of Tikmet Pathway, and in this video, I'm going to be answering all the 23 frequently asked questions that I have received over the years of international students that have reached out. Let's go. The first question is, how do I actually start? This is a very good question because it asks, how does an international student actually start? I think the first thing comes to their mind is whether they want to move abroad overseas for international education or not. That is the first thing that you need to understand, and why. Why do you want to move international to study abroad? So if you are able to answer those two questions, I think you're off to a great start. Second is, what's a low commitment way to get PR? I hate to bust this myth, but there is no low commitment pay way to get a PR. There are strategic ways which can help you lead to the pathway of PR eventually. But all of this will require a lot of commitment, a lot of effort, and a lot of your resources. So there isn't any. Third is, how do you get a work life balance in New Zealand? Most people that move to New Zealand are looking for work life balance here in New Zealand. So it is very easy to get that work life balance straight after you move here. Even if you are an international student, you will definitely be treated as an equal employee as other Kiwi employees as well. The fourth is, what's the biggest rookie mistake? The biggest rookie mistake that any international student makes is that they get too much caught up into the PR. Instead of worrying about today's problem and solving everyday challenges, their ideas is very far-fetched, and that creates a lot of frustration, makes the dream very unachievable. So my recommendation would be to solve everyday challenges and take it one day at a time. How do you know you have chosen the right course? Well, the way that we choose courses at TechMed Pathway in my agency is that we look at the work experience, we look at the educational qualification, and then we look at what are your career hopes that you want to achieve. Then we take all this information, bundle it together, and then we provide options of the top three courses that are aligned to where you want to go. That is how we choose courses at TechMed Pathway. The choice is given to the student. At the end of the day, it is the student's decision on which course that they want to choose. What are the course modules, the subjects, what are some of the papers that they are most excited about. So there's a whole list of pros and cons and comparison that you can make for each course. And after you have made the comparison, I think you will find the answer straight away that this is the right course, as it will set you off into the right career trajectory. Sixth is, what qualities make a great candidate? Qualities that make a great international student is being genuinely curious. You have to be genuinely curious, have to be stay positive. You need to have the right mindset, and the last one is being grateful. Being grateful of what you have at the moment will keep you humble, keep you grounded, but you can also keep that forward thinking, the next day thinking as well. So these 4 or 5 qualities are really important in a international student who is planning to succeed in New Zealand. Number seventh is, if I could start over, what would I change? If I, as an international student, when I first moved here back in 2018, had to start all over again, I would probably choose an agent who is already here in New Zealand. I went with an agent who was based in India. And the only reason why I say that I would choose a New Zealand agent is because I can create those connections in New Zealand without even setting the foot. So when I'm here, I already know people who have been here, have lived this experience of the international migration, are working here currently, have been a student. So they're already ahead in the game of me, and they can clearly give me the map. So I would reach out to onshore agents who are already here in New Zealand. I would also reach out to someone who has been an international student but has now turned into an agent. They would have a lot of experience and they can give me the map straight away, which I could literally copy and paste and move forward. Does PR make all your problems disappear? I know we all think that, okay, one day I will get the PR and suddenly all my problems will disappear. No, it doesn't work like that. PR definitely unlocks some of the great advantages. In my case, I've also got PR here in New Zealand, and I can now own a home. So I have become a homeowner. I can now start my own business. I've become a business owner. I can travel anywhere, and I don't have to comply to the travel restrictions that I used to have in my previous visas. Don't have to do that anymore. So those are some of the another one is I wanted to continue my education even after coming here as an international student. I don't have to pay international fees anymore. I can now pay domestic fees, which is thrice or four times sometimes less than what international students would pay. So, those are some of the great advantages that it unlocks. Definitely, the next step for me is to become the citizen of this country, but PR won't solve the problems. It just unlocks some really great powers which you can use to enhance your career, to enhance your professional and personal life, and succeed, whatever success looks like to you. Number nine is, what's biggest piece of advice for students? International students who are planning to come to New Zealand, my biggest piece of advice would be to focus on your student visa. Try to comply with all the conditions of your student visas, as it is the first step. This is the first step into the country. Make sure that you've complied with all the conditions, you meet all the conditions, so that you're eligible for the next visa and the subsequent visa. There is a journey, this is a journey, and taking the right step and staying in the lane is very, very important during the first few beginning years of your migration journey. So that's my biggest advice. What are the biggest red flags in an agent? Okay, so some of the biggest red flags in an agent is when they are very dismissive and don't answer your questions. International students in the beginning of their journey, early in their career, they will need a lot of information. They will need a lot of nutrition, hand holding, partnering. If you find an agent who is not willing to give their time, is not able to answer your questions clearly, they're very dismissive, they're not invested in your career, very in the very few meetings that you have met, you feel like, oh, this is not sitting right with me. I would say that don't overthink, or you're overthinking this. It's probably right. Your gut is telling you the truth. So go with your instinct and try not to work with that agent and ask a lot of questions. I don't know for some reason why international students are very scared to ask questions, as if something bad or wrong is going to happen. This is your career. No one else's career is online. It is your name on the student visa application, your name on the admission card. So you are in line, basically. So why are you scared of asking questions? Don't be scared of asking questions. I would also say, don't just like make the decision after you have met an agent straight away. Meet lots of agents, compare with them, compare your notes. I used to carry a notebook, which was called a feeling notebook. How did this agent make me feel? What does my gut say? So a lot of that is true, especially for women feel that very much straight away as compared to men. So I would recommend that listen to your gut instinct. If it feels wrong, then it is 100% wrong. Don't go with that agent. How do you stay motivated? That is true. Staying motivated in your international migration journey is one of the toughest and hardest things to do. Being self motivated all the time will not come naturally. You will definitely need external validation from time to time, but you can nurture your motivation every day. And again, some of the qualities that I mentioned before: being grateful, being humble, being present, trying to solve everyday challenges, not thinking too far ahead in the career, not thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen if I don't get this, if I don't do that. So don't worry about the problems that hasn't occurred yet. Try to solve the problems that have already occurred. And another best way to stay motivated, or couple of two more advice that I can give to stay motivated is, you have come to New Zealand and you need to start making connections in New Zealand quite immediately. Otherwise, it can get lonely very quickly, and you don't want to get trapped into loneliness. Don't wait for loneliness to kick in and then go out and make friends. No, don't even get to that situation. As soon as you come in, start connecting within your community. We have a very big Indian, Sri Lankan, Filipino, Asian community, whatever international student, wherever you are from. So start getting into the community, start volunteering, being proactive, listening out. It's very easy to get caught up in your own self, stay in your room because it's comfortable. You didn't come to New Zealand to become comfortable. You came here to be a little bit discomforted as well. Talking to your family, number two, that's my second advice, is amazing. You have to get in touch with them. Um, Talk to them on a regular basis, update them how your life is, and keep their nerves calm. But sometimes talking to family is also a leeway to your comfort zone. You can continue to talk to them all the time because that's comforting, it's easy, you don't have to do much about it, the connection is also already there. But that's where you have to draw the line of focusing on your life here in New Zealand, or are you going to keep comparing your life back overseas? And that comparison is going to be a thief of joy. You just have to accept that you're in this new country and learn the new ways, let go of your ego, let go of whatever attachment is holding you back, and just try to adjust. It's going to be a major shift in your character development. But yeah, just give it a go, and it will help you stay motivated for the hard things that are about to come. What kind of degree should I choose? For every international student that I consult with, I recommend that they choose a degree which allows them with post study work visa. And the reason why I say this is because I chose a degree which allowed me to do post study work visa. As soon as my degree was completed, a diploma was completed, sorry, I had 2 years of work visa. That means everything that I learned as an international student, I got to apply that knowledge practically through my full time job. Also, post study work rights is such a great visa. Work visa is such a great visa because you're not tied to any employer, unlike other visa that you will apply. You're not tied to an employer, which is great. That means you have a variety of contracts to choose from and n number of employers to work with. So this is a very great mix for international students because they can test what job is working for them and what is not working for them. It's a great opportunity. So try to use degrees, or try to go for degrees which has post-study work visa. But I've also seen students take the risk of come to New Zealand without courses which are not post-study work visa. They just want to come here, learn, and while they're doing part-time job, try to look for employer accredited visas, or sorry, employer sponsorships as well. So you could do that as well. Just find out what works for you. So that's very important. Is if you're going to choose a degree, that's a commitment of 3 years, 2 years. You need to be happy with the degree. You need to be happy with the modules. You will be the one who will be submitting all the assignments, doing all the projects, and giving the test. So you need to be comfortable with the degree that you're about to take, not just because it's in the long term skill shortage. I'll give you an example. I knew that I didn't want to choose accounting, right? And there was a pathway of PR if I had done a course in accountancy. But I didn't want to do that because I knew if I chose the degree in accountancy, my next 3 years would have been miserable. I would have probably failed in a couple of papers, and the pressure of failing those papers as well would have been devastating on me because a lot of it is in line. My father's entire saving is online, right? So I knew that I would be miserable if I choose this degree, but I also knew that if I take this degree, I would eventually have that PR pathway quite straight away. But I knew that the 3 years that I will suffer here in New Zealand would be absolutely brutal. And by the end of it, I would probably decide to go back to India. I am from India originally, from Kolkata, West Bengal. But I didn't choose that. I chose a diploma in graduate diploma in tourism and hospitality, and that was in Queenstown. And that excited me about the course. I was genuinely looking forward to doing all the papers, doing all the practicals, doing my internship, writing the research paper, because that excited me. That diploma course of 1 year, that excited me genuinely. And I could easily relate because I had a bachelor's in marketing. There was a whole semester on marketing as well. There was a whole semester on accounting, business, maths. So some of the things that I already done before in India, I was getting the opportunity to do here in New Zealand, at the New Zealand basis of how New Zealanders do it, which was very exciting for me. So this pathway didn't have any PR or anything like that, but I did this because I knew that I would be happy. I would give my best, that I would pass all the papers. I would do a great job in my research, a great job in my internship, and overall, the entire quality, the entire satisfaction rate of coming to New Zealand would just go high. And definitely it was in Queenstown, the adventure tourism capital of the world. I loved the idea of living, studying and working in the adventure tourism capital of the world. So that is a thrill that I got. That is a kick that I got. So I did that course. And eventually, because I was able to bring that positivity, that humility, that humbleness, that gratefulness, I was genuinely curious, genuinely excited. It made everyday motivations not dreadful. So I was actually getting up in the morning, looking to go to my school, looking to go to my work, looking to meet new people. And that kind of positivity you need in the beginning of the journey, because that paved the way to the future visas that I was about to go. So I got my student visa, then I got my post-study work visa, then I got my session skill visa, residence, and eventually PR. So that is a pathway. So it was very energetic, high energetic, very motivating. It was not a dreadful journey, and I'm grateful, I'm thankful that I chose to do that. Even if it didn't go the way that I had planned, sometimes it does. It doesn't go the way that you have planned. I would still be happy at the end of it because I had a really great time here in New Zealand, and I was just thankful to be here, thankful to be in this country. So that genuine thankfulness, gratefulness will come if you choose the right degree, and you will know if you've chosen the right degree when you're genuinely excited and looking forward to it. Not just because you're migrating to a new country, but also you're looking forward to studying as well. So that is when you would know that you've chosen a great degree. The next one is I'm probably at the 13th one. Yeah. How do you find the right agent? How do you find the right agent? I think I already have a video on YouTube as well on how do you find the right agent. There are two kinds of agents. I'll just quickly recap now the entire video, just give you the key points. Is there are two kinds of agents. There are onshore agents and offshore agents. Offshore agents are the agents that you found in your local country. Onshore agents are based here in New Zealand. To find the right agent, first you go and talk to your friends who have already moved to New Zealand. See if they are able to recommend their agents to you. So word of mouth is a great way to find new agents. Second one is you can offer onshore agents that are based in your local countries. You can visit them locally in your area, go meet them, see them how they are. And if you are thinking you want to go with offshore agents, which are based in New Zealand, you will just have to do a lot of Google searches and book 30-minute or 15-minute free consultations and see if they are the right fit for you. So you don't need thousands of agents to work with. You only just need that one agent who is willing to invest their time and effort into your success. They believe in your story. They have to believe in your story because they will have to stand by your student visa application. If something goes wrong, they cannot just say, oh, it didn't work out, I'm really sorry. No, they should have the capacity to fight with immigration, not fight, make an appeal to Immigration New Zealand that why they thought that you were the right fit, and what was the reason that for some reason if your visa gets declined. So you need to find someone who is invested in your story, can believe in your story, can stand up for yourself, can partner with you. And that is when you would know that you have found the right consultant, the right agent. How do you stand out from other international students? This is such a great question because obviously there are a lot of students coming to New Zealand from the same country that probably you're from, sometimes from the similar regions as well, similar cities as well. So how do you stand out from them? Your competitive edge of coming into New Zealand and standing out from them is your curiosity. How much are you curious? Also, everyone is going to go for those premium jobs, right? Sometimes to get your foot through the door into the company that you really, really want to work with or to work for, you need to just get those entry level jobs, low paying jobs, or jobs that you don't really want to do, just to get your foot through the door. And then you can make some noise and changes and get promoted or shifted laterally or parallelly, however you like, into the organization that you really want. So in the beginning years, you just have to know that it's going to be really hard and you have to just push through and keep doing the hard work. I'll give you an example. If you have to think about your migration as a seedling, okay? So you have got the seed, you've planted here in New Zealand, and now you have to nurture the seed. You have to put soil on it, water on it, look after it, talk to it, make sure it's got enough sunlight. And those beginning years, you will not see any results at all. You'll be like, oh my God, it's not working. Why did I even choose to come to New Zealand? And that is when the groundwork is happening. You can't, the seed is sprouted, the roots are coming, but it's all happening below the soil. It's not above the soil. Only after a couple of years, you will start seeing the leaves, the stems, the flowers, the fruits. So it's going to take time. And if you're okay to do the work that nobody else wants to do, eventually what will happen is you're going to get better and better at it, and suddenly you have become the most important person in the organization because you picked up all the work that no one else wanted to do, and now you're really good at it. So people will come and start asking you for advice because you're another go-to person. So to stand out from the crowd, you have to become a go-to person, and to become a go-to person you have to do some serious hard work, and just let go of your ego, whatever your expectation, whatever your story that you were told while you were growing up. Just let that go, and just think that this journey is absolutely new, brand new person. You are a brand new person that has just taken birth here in New Zealand, and how would you restart your life or reset it, whichever one you want to go. Next one is, how do you become great at working at a New Zealand company? How do you become great at working at a New Zealand company is, don't go into the company trying to change everything. They don't like that. They have hired you for a reason, and the reason is that they just wanted someone. There was a problem in the business. They probably needed this one extra person or someone to come in and solve this problem for them. So they went through the application process. You are the person that they found that can solve the problem. You have been hired. The first year is just learning about the job. Yes, of course they want to know how things can be done better, but as an international student, give your opinion only when you're asked. Just don't start giving out your opinion straight away. And if they've asked for your opinion, you've given your opinion, don't hold on to your opinion. Don't say, oh, I gave my opinion, why are they not implementing it straight away? You don't know why they are not implementing it, right? Or maybe it was out of courtesy that they asked you. Let go of that expectation that as soon as you will come in, you will start changing things. No. I think the first year is just about learning their ways. Second year is when you're getting good at what you were doing from the first year. And third year is when you can give your professional expertise and start to make some changes, because now you will have more authority in your role. So let go of your expectations. If you're asked to give your opinion, but don't hold on tight to them. Yes, they might implement it, that's amazing, that's great. They might not implement it as well, and you just have to live with that. That's okay. Your only job into the new business, into this new organization, is to solve some problems that you have been hired for. So just go in, solve the problem, get the work done, get out of the get out of it. Don't have to like try and change things. You're not there to change things. And this is a very common, people who are in their 20s, it's a very common problem. I've had the same problem as well. So it's absolutely normal to go in and start, calling their baby ugly. Basically that's what it's called. You call their baby ugly, no work is going to get done. They won't like you. And if you want to be liked in an organization, yes, only speak up. I'm not saying don't speak up, I'm saying only give your opinion when they're asking for it. Then they are more receptive to hearing your opinion. Just don't give blatant opinions every time you walk into a meeting. It's a bit of a downer. It's a hard one. I'll probably make a bigger video on this one, but it's important to get his point across, because it is a common mistake that us international students make, and it then works against us because we think we know better, and we don't. We don't have the whole picture. What is the biggest investment you can make with money? In the first few weeks of coming into New Zealand, you will probably be comparing all the New Zealand products and services into your home country. That's what I did. I was comparing, converting it into my Indian rupees, and thinking, oh my God, this is very expensive. It is very expensive. And that kind of held me back from experiences. I could have gone for an experience. I could have gone out for a coffee. I could have gone out for a drink. But that calculation kept on clocking. And because of that calculation, I held myself back. And that is the biggest mistake. People think that it's costly. Of course, it is costly. Everything is costly if you convert it in Indian rupees. In the beginning of your journey, the first 3 months, it's okay to have a little bit of money in your hand for those experiences, to build that connection in the community. And I think that is the biggest investment in your early years, when you're still like a seed who is ready to get turn into a seedling, I would say. How do you make decisions under pressure? Okay, so for this one, I would say I don't think decisions as good decisions and bad decisions. The way I see life, and you can absolutely disagree with me, but this is how I see it. I see life as choices. You've been given a choice and there's a consequence. If you are okay to live with the consequences for the rest of your life, then go ahead, make that choice. But if you're not okay to live with the consequences of the choice, then don't go ahead. Don't make that choice, because then you will regret it. So it's life for me is choices and consequences instead of decisions. There is no good decision or bad decisions in this moment. In this present moment, you only have this much information to make this choice, so you made this choice. And after you've made that choice, you're in the future now. You can't come back and say, oh, I wish I should have done that. No, right now you only had this much of information and you've made the best choices you could, and you're going to live with the consequences for the rest of your life. It's not that serious, but sometimes it is. What's my pricing at TechMed Pathway? Honestly, we work on a freemium model. And what a freemium model means is that we don't charge anything to our international students for the professional time and advice that we give. Once you are enrolled as a student, we work with you on a free of cost basis. And once you're enrolled, then we can explain you more how the freemium model happens. I know that there are agents, onshore agents in your home country that are probably charging like $150 to $250 for a 30 to 45-minute session just to tell you whether you're the right fit to come to New Zealand or not. There are also immigration advisors here in New Zealand that also charge 45 minutes consultation around that much, $250. I think it's unnecessary because you're still very new, and very in the beginning of the journey, where you're just thinking if New Zealand could be the next option for you. And all you need is a little bit of help, little bit of guidance to tell whether you fit or not to come to New Zealand. So that is why we give that away for free of cost, because I think everyone should have that, and they shouldn't have to pay that upfront. That's just how we operate. And if there is any pricing involved, obviously we will work with you and we'll let you know what the prices are. But in the beginning, it's absolutely free of cost, and you can reach out to us. You can even book a call with me if you have. If you go to my website, there is a Calendly link. Just book a 30-minute video chat with me. Happy to talk to you. Are you an independent consultant? Yes. What an independent consultant means is that I am not tied up with any universities. And that allows me to give course recommendations without any bias. Bias means that everyone knows that commission driven courses consultants like to push because they're basically salespeople. I am not a salesperson. I am not connected with any university, and I want to keep it that way as well. So that when I'm giving you the choices of which course to pick, it is coming from genuineness of what your profile is. And then you can choose to, and you can tell me that you want to go with this course for this university, and then we'll go and contact them and start representing you and take you on that journey. What languages your sessions are offered? I think five languages. So I'm from India. That means I can speak quite a few languages: Urdu, Hindi, Bengali, English, definitely. And my business partner, the co-founder, he's from Sri Lanka, so he can speak in Sinhalese. So and also English is the main format of communication. Is this service confidential? Yes, absolutely. The entire service is confidential. Letter of engagement is confidential. Both ways. It's confidential for you, it's confidential for us as well. And my final question is, do you help with scholarship applications? Yes, we do help with scholarship applications. In fact, I'm just assisting one of the students right now for the Manaki scholarship. And that is the end of all the 23 questions, frequently asked questions. I know there's one question, the 24th question, that I want to introduce that has not been asked here is, what does TechMed Pathway do? And the reason why I put that is because we are not a recruitment agency. We cannot help you find work. We don't do that. We don't work on work visas. We are educational consultancy. What educational consultants do is we partner with you. So this is how it works. It's you and us. We work together, and then we represent your application to education providers. We work with our immigration legal team. We work with accommodation providers, flight providers, whatever the services that you need, career coaches, whatever service that you need, we work with you together as a partner. And that's why I call myself International Student Navigator, because I help you navigate this entire migration process and work with you, partner with you. So we are in partnership. There is no seniority. I know in some of the agencies there's a feeling that somehow the consultant is a senior and you're somewhere here. It doesn't work like that. We are together in this together, and we want to give you the best experience of coming into New Zealand, studying here, and wherever your career might take you. So, thank you so much once again for staying with me in this video and going through my 23 plus 1 introduced questions. I'm looking forward to making more such videos, and it was great to just sit down and have a chat with you. If you've liked my video, I would highly recommend that you like it and share this video to anyone who is thinking about studying in New Zealand. And yes, TechMed Pathway, www.techmedpathway.co.nz. Sorry, I absolutely butchered there. I don't know how to market myself. I'm going to redo it again. Don't cut this out. Hi, my name is Jinny. I'm an educational consultant at TechMed Pathway, and you can find more information down in the description box below. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye.